to everybody to the kelvispodcast. It's so good to be out here this afternoon. I'm in a beautiful setting here at my sister house who shoots my podcast. I'm just blessed to be here. Got some entrees here, got a little something to drink on, and just the atmosphere, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful home, and I'm always thankful for her allowing me to come here and shoot my podcast. It's always anything I say on my podcast is for entertainment purpose only. I'm not a licensed counselor, financial advisor, or anything to that type. With that said, let's get into it. Hey y'all, I just want to go ahead right now up front. June 19th in Fayetteville at the open theater out there. It's called Praise in the Park. I'm going to be a vendor there. I will be having t-shirt, hats, and I'm going to be demoing that probably within the next week or so. And we're going to be putting out some flyers on my social media platforms. You know, please support me. There are going to be some great shirts, great design. I have redesigned my brand a little bit with some help of some friends and my sister. And so we got some new stuff coming up. We're going to start hitting venues. We're going to be out in the public. I'm going to be out talking to people and just letting people know who I am and my platform and what I stand for. And so be looking for that. If you're in the Fayetteville surrounding area, June 19th, I will be set up as a vendor there. Please come out and support me. Show me love. Talk to. We're going to be taking some pictures. I'm going to have a banner up. We're going to be taking some nice pictures and just having a great conversation. And it's going to be a great concert. So that will be June 19th, Fayetteville at the Open Theater, downtown Fayetteville. With that said, hey y'all, I got a topic today I got to talk about. This was laid on my heart. My sister actually set up a outdoor chess piece for me, but the wind's kind of strong here today, so we decided to shoot the podcast under the porch of this area right here. But I want us to talk to y'all about the difference between checkers and chess and how it relates in life. So just like everybody else, I go through things, okay? And I come on my podcast and I talk about them, and I hope that in some fashion or form that it touches somebody and it brings a different perspective. Because it's really my overall goal. If I can, what I say can bring a new perspective to anybody, help them look at it a different way, and maybe you're going through something similar that I may be going through, maybe it can bless you, okay? And so I'm the type of person I'm a giver. I love to give. I would give a person the shirt off my back. Many people are you like that. I get that from my mother. My mother's a big giver. She's always have. People have always came to her to help them with paperwork. My mom has always been good at writing. Great writer, helping people with paperwork and doing things. And over the years, I've seen my mom give people. She's gave them clothes. She's gave them money. She's gave them. So naturally, I inherited that giving spirit in me. And over the years, I have gave a lot to people, okay, because I wanted to. Not necessarily that I wanted anything in return, because I do it out the goodness of my heart, because God has brought me so far. Even just like you go through things and you don't know how you're going to make it. God has always took care of me. I might have struggled for a little while. I might have been at a very low point, but God has always brought me back and put me where I needed to be. But what I do want to say this afternoon is nobody owes you anything. See, when I play checkers with my son, it's a pretty easy game, okay? You got your black and blue, black and red little chips. You know, you can move horizontal this way. You know, if you get down into the other side, they got to king you. Now that king got more latitude to move different places on the board, okay? But when you're playing chess is more of a strategy game. Both of them is, but checkers, it don't take a whole lot of strategy to play that game, okay? It takes a little bit, but not much. But when you sit down and play chess, oh, it brings a whole different perspective. I'm not a big chess player. I'm not professing to be. I don't know the pawn, the king, and all these different pieces on it. I'm not an expert at all. So I'm just put that out there. Now I'm not. But what I do know about it and watching people play, it makes you strategize even more than playing checkers with my son or my friends or whenever I do play, okay? So what I mean by that, what do you mean by Kelvis? Bring this home for us. What I mean by it, nobody owes you anything. When you do something for somebody, do it from the heart. Do it from the goodness that God is going to bless you, or whatever, just being a good person, whatever your belief is, because everybody may not believe in the same thing I believe in. But do it from a place that there's nobody expect anybody to give you anything back after they have done something for you, or you have done something for them. Nobody owes you anything. And I'll share this with you. There's been time in my life that, like many of you, I was financial strapped. I needed money, and I've been in some tough situations, right? And I know I had friends that was able to come and bail me out, and they didn't. And and I'm human, so I'm like, man, they know I need this, and they know I get it back to them. But nobody owed me anything. Nobody owed me anything. Nobody owes you anything. That's just the reality of what it is. And so you got to also understand that as a giver, you got to save something for yourself. So I'm changing up gears on you, because for me, again, I'm speaking for Kelvis, many times in my life I've gave and gave. And I gave to the point that I didn't have anything for myself. And many of y'all that out here listening to my podcast, you have been in the same situation where you have gave and gave, and you were done and bent over backwards, and you gave and you didn't even know that you gave all of yourself away. You got to come to an understanding in life that you can't give all of you. Because again, the point is nobody owes you anything back. Nobody owes you anything. So I use this example. I was talking to my sister. She down sick. She said she got the flu, right? And she called me and said, hey brother, I'm sick. I'm in the house. I'm sick. And I said, hey sis, how about if you need, I'm going to bring you some soup and orange juice by there, maybe a little ginger ale, stuff, I am giving only to a certain part of her, the health part of her. And granted, I'm going to pray for her, and all of that she gets well quickly. But there's a whole complete side to a person besides me giving you some soup, some ginger ale, some crackers and stuff like that, and I'm praying for you. All that's great and fine. But what about her financial need? What about her mental state? So there's a whole part of the person that you only give it one part to. But when you give in the sense of, because that's who you are. You see what I'm saying? That's who you are. And so when you give, you got to learn not to give all of you away. You got to keep some for yourself, because if you don't, people will take from you and never give back to you. They'll never pull back into you. I promise you. And so my message is today, start playing checkers and start playing chess. Because many times in life, all of us, we play chess, we play checkers, but we're not playing chess. So you got to strategize how you deal with people. You got to know when to cut people off. You got to know when you got to save something for yourself. I promise you, if you get nothing else out of what I'm saying to you this evening on this beautiful evening, sitting in this venue, this atmosphere that we are sitting in right here, is not to give all of you away to where you don't have anything for yourself. Because you will lose yourself trying to help so many people or help people. Because a lot of times they're not doing nothing but taking from you, and they're not giving back to you. They won't even pick up the phone and call you when you're down and sick. My grandma always said this, and I'll say this on my podcast. You can tell a true measure of a friend, somebody in your life, when you're down, and you can't do what you used to do for them. See, for example, if every time I needed $20 and I called my sister, every time I needed $100, she give it to me, right? And she get down sick, like I used the scenario, she got the flu. And she called me and said, bro, I'm over here sick. I'm like, man, sis, hey, I hate you sick. I ain't say, I'll bring you some soup by, no crackers, no ginger ale, or nothing. All I said, well, sis, I'm going to be praying for you. Let me know how you turn out. And this is a person now, and I'm using this for an example content. This is a person I call 2 or 3 times a month. Say, sis, I need $20. I need $100. I need this. I need that. And she always handing to me. She's always giving me. And this is on a consistent basis. But I yet never pull back into her. I never give back. All I'm doing is take. After a while, she don't have anything to give me, because she done gave, not only monetarily, but she just got pulled into me. Every time I need somebody to talk to, every time I'm down, she's right there for me. But when she's down, I'm not there for her. So my grandma always told me, you can measure a true friend when you're down and you don't have nothing that you can give to them. It's just like unconditional love, right? When you don't have nothing to give someone, and they're going to stand by your side, they're going to pour back into you as much as you pour back into them. So again, y'all, my message this afternoon with Cocktail with Kelvis, and you know I got one right here. Got a little something. Let me sip on it. Start giving yourself away. It's hard when you're a giver and you're someone that always give, remember this: give from the heart. Don't expect anything back. Look to God for which our help come from, because He'll put somebody in your life that will bless you. Trust me, I've been there. And the best teachers of life is when you down at rock bottom, you broke, your health ain't the best, and the people that you have stood by the longest ain't there for you. That's the best lesson in life for you to do, because then you got to depend on the only man in my belief that can help you. And then when he bring you back up, you got to learn how to know when to cut them off, and they say know when to hold and when to fold. So, hey, I thank y'all for coming. These hors d'oeuvres that my sister got for me is delicious. I appreciate her. Please, as I said in the beginning of the podcast, I got new gear, new merchandise. Some of y'all is on my Facebook, my Instagram, all my stuff. Y'all been seeing the new stuff I've been posting, the quotes, different flyers. We're gonna be pushing Facebook ads out there. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm committed to this podcast because I believe in myself. I know myself, and I know what I say on this podcast touches somebody. It might not touch everybody, and it might not resonate with everybody, but the ones that do, I appreciate you. And keep looking for new stuff coming out. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got aprons. We're gonna be out here. I'm gonna be in the public. I'm gonna be at a lot more events. So look for me. I'm gonna be posting where I'm gonna be at. Come out, visit me. Come by and take some pictures. I'm down to earth. I love to talk to people. I'm a people's person. I love to just hear your story. It always blesses me to hear people different stories and how they live their life and what they're going through. Cause it blesses me, and it makes me realize I may be going through this, but somebody out there going through something worse than I am. And so it keeps me humble and keeps me looking to the man above, God Himself, for my blessing and my continued success. With that said, y'all, have a blessed night, and I send love and peace to you.